We've been talking to a lot of the guys on the Business Growth Program about recruitment, and I just want to quickly sum up some of the highlights of those discussions. I guess the first thing about recruitment is to think, do you need to fill the role? There's a vacancy in your business, and the knee-jerk reaction is to say, that person's gone, let's fill the role. And what really we found is that think about that. Do you need to fill the role? More and more these days, there's things like outsourcing. Can you get somebody freelance to do it? Can you bring in interns to do it? Do you need to fill the role? So really step back and think about that. And probably the second thing to think about is recruiting for tomorrow, not for yesterday. So again, when someone leaves, you think, let's get someone to fill the position that's quite like the person who left with a bit of extra in. And actually what we're now saying is, look at your plan. Look at your business plan. Do you need somebody in that role? Because what we want to do is recruit for tomorrow and not for yesterday, which is what happens a lot. The third consideration is, do you want to handle this whole thing in-house, or do you want to get some specialist help? And there are massive issues which take a huge amount of consideration around those things. People always underestimate the time and the resource required to do it in-house, that the opportunity cost as well as the cost. So the cost of individuals who are involved in first and second recruit and so on, all those interviews that take place, that amount of time is huge. So what are you spending on that? And then what aren't they doing needs to be put into place when you're making that decision around whether you use a recruitment consultant or not. The fourth consideration, really, really key one, is the one around the process. How many interviews? Who's going to be involved in them? What type of interview you're going to do? Is it behavioral or situational interviewing? Are you going to run an assessment center? Do you want CVs or do you want standard application forms? CVs allow a lot of creativity around what people might have done or haven't done. Standard application form, you can look at like for like. So there are huge considerations. And what often happens within small to medium-sized businesses is people don't do that standing back and looking at what the issue is before they automatically fill the position.